Kaitlin Vincie back in Charlotte. She spent some time at Stewart-Haas Racing, seeing how they're getting ready for the season.
Thank you, guys. Well, you are out on the West Coast, of course, in California. I am here in Charlotte, North Carolina, where the shops for the Cup Series teams are a very busy place as they're getting ready for the Clash race. So I stopped by Stewart-Haas Racing in Kannapolis to check in with some of the key personnel on how they're preparing for the Clash. And first up with me is Greg Zipadelli, a very important person, of course, here at Stewart-Haas Racing. So I want to know your opinion on when you first heard we were going to be racing in the LA Coliseum. What did you think when you heard this?
I had to process it a little bit. You know, it's not our normal. I mean, it's going to be exciting.
The atmosphere is going to be unbelievable at this race. Not that we don't have a good atmosphere everywhere else, but this place is going to be unlike any other, and a really unique thing for NASCAR, especially, that we've never really had.
We get to race in the Coliseum. That's super cool. A venue like that, and then you put the crew chief hat on and say, my truck driver's got to go out there for the Coliseum, and he's got to get back, and a week later we're loading up for the Daytona 500. How are we going to prepare?
There's heat races, LCQ. You're familiar with that, of course, from your dirt racing background. Is that going to give you a leg up? Because you know how this works.
I don't know if it'll give me a leg up. I'll at least understand the format. But yeah, it's going to be a really interesting way to race our way in. You're going to have really good battles throughout the field, and it's going to be definitely a race, I think, of attrition to a certain extent, but also a lot of beating and banging, and that always puts on a really good race.
It's going to be pretty fast-paced. Better not blink, or you might miss your spot.
Those LCQs are not fun to be in. It's beating and banging, and just to get to the feature that way. So hopefully we can lock ourselves into the feature through the heat races. But it's kind of what we all grew up doing. So there's a really fresh and neat aspect to that.
For me, that'll help a little bit. You know, just going there. Nobody has any more experience at this track than I do, which was kind of a challenge last year. And same with the race car now. You know, we're all on an even playing field, so I'm excited to go there and hopefully use that to my advantage.
I was lucky enough to be around Dale Inman a lot of my career, and Dale kept saying every new rule change, everything that NASCAR would implement that you wanted to complain about, he'd be like, there's going to be a green flag and a checkered flag. Figure out how to get to the checker first.
First unknown being LA. It's a fun city. You got any big plans while you're out there? What?
I'm gonna go watch Lakers game, Lakers Clippers, so that'll be cool. I've been to LA, but never in the city, so it'll be neat to finally go check it all out and kind of be right in the middle of it all.
Yeah, well, you enjoy it.
Yeah,
thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate your time.
Yeah, thanks for having me.